I'm CJ Lyons. I'm a pediatric emergency medicine doctor. I practiced medicine for 17 years before taking a leap of faith to dare to make my writing dream come true. I write medical suspense novels for Berkeley, and the first one came out in March 2008, and it's called Lifelines. I do still miss my patients a lot, but medicine has changed so much during the 17 years that I've been practicing it that I was starting to get to the point where I wasn't certain that every time I went into a patient's room, I was going to be able to give them 110% of my time and energy and not be worried about getting sued or, HMOs or insurance companies or anything like that. Some of my best experiences were teaching. As a pediatrician, because you're always teaching families, teaching has come very naturally to me. And in fact, I do a lot of live workshops and keynote presentations on writing now. But with teaching, I was teaching firefighters and paramedics basic trauma life support, which meant like actually getting people out of the car when they're trapped and using the jaws of life and then assessing them. Well, before they would let me be the teacher, even though I was already a doctor and everything, I had to take the class as a participant, but I didn't have their background in firefighting. So for me, I was the duck out of water and, trying to figure out what's going on. And of course, they gave me the worst time. I mean, they had me strapped into the longboard and, they made me be the victim for the extrications and, it was all good fun. They even made me come down the fire pool. I'm kind of a little bit afraid of heights, so that wasn't as much fun as it could have been. But yeah, it was a really great time to hang out with them. And I think that's how, in any profession, that's how you get mutual respect, is to work together and communicate. I used to work with a SWAT lieutenant on the Toledo Police Department, and we together developed this crime awareness that was for gangs, so that first responders, like other firefighters, paramedics, could learn to read the gang graffiti and not get into trouble and pay a little extra attention and hopefully not become victims first. And in fact, that's one of the things that is in Lifelines, is there's a paramedic, Trey Garrison, he's a hero. And he's always, it's not so much that he's cautious, but he's very aware of protecting his own people and making certain that they're not adding more victims to any kind of scene. And it can't just be about the adrenaline rush of playing the hero and running in to save the day. You have to think a little bit and step back and take a look at the big picture first.